For my video, I visited Gabrielino High School, which is my alma mater, located in San Gabriel, California, to speak with Harold Sainin, who is the athletic director and also head varsity football coach, along with Michael Humphreys, who is the head varsity wrestling coach and also assistant football coach. And I wanted to get their opinion about the exploitation of high school athletes. And this is what they had to say.
You know, we're in a unique situation where we're a smaller school. We don't have a lot of athletes leaving our school and going to Division I programs and being offered scholarships. I think in all the years we've been here, we've had 3 students get college scholarships, and one of those was in a sport that we don't even offer. It was in hockey. It was a female player that went to hockey. So we don't feel a lot of that pressure. Our emphasis is trying to make sure that student athletes are eligible to continue playing if they want to, and that would be meeting the UC requirement, meeting the Cal State requirement, and meeting the requirements from other universities, local universities. And it seems to be that most Division III schools where our student athletes would fit in more are very high academic schools where our students need to have really good grades to get in and be able to participate, as opposed to meeting the minimum requirements and going to a Division I school because they're a really high level athlete. So ours is a bigger push for academics as opposed to performing at the highest level on the field or on the court. You know, we do have, it never fails. Every year we have a set of parents, at least in football, where you can hear them. They're the vocal ones in the stands. They're always yelling at their kid. They're always, trying to scream out adjustments and alignment and trying to change things. But also in other sports, it's also the parent that's making their kids play year-round sports. And like, for example, soccer. So they'll do, what we get into situations, we'll have them play a fall sport, then they'll play soccer, then they'll do club soccer during the off season. And then if they want to do track, a sport that they just enjoy, they're having to go to track practice, leave track practice early or leave the meet early and go to soccer practice. So I think the parents are being told by someone that if your kids do X, Y, and Z, then they're gonna get a scholarship. And a lot of times right now, we've got student athletes that are not doing multiple sports because someone, usually a club coach, has told them, if you just stick with me or if you just stick to this program, you're gonna get a scholarship. So yeah, there is a lot of pressure out there by parents. At our philosophy at this school is, we want kids to do as many sports as they're interested in. That's going to make them a well-rounded person. That's going to teach them how to manage their time. And if we hire a coach that doesn't follow that philosophy, we get rid of them, and we've done that in the past. So before we hire somebody, we're very clear. These are our expectations. If you don't follow them, you'll have to find another school to coach at.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it can be with parent-wise. I know there are a lot of parents that they start their kids younger playing sports, and so they're hoping to, as they get older, they'll kind of be that caliber to make a D1 or get a scholarship to a sport. But it depends on the area, it depends on the family. There's different families. Like I said, I told you before, like my family, I was never pushed. I've been in sports all my life, but I was never pushed to be that D1, caliber athlete. Whereas there are parents that do that, and I don't know, some kids are able to do it, and they still find the love in doing it. But I think there are a lot of kids, and there's some kids I've seen that kind of get burnt out, and so by the time they get to high school, even, they're just done. You know what? In high school, I would say no. Overall, I'm not pushed to my limit as far as I'd be done. In high school, I wasn't necessarily pushed to wrestle in college. That was more something that I wanted to do personally. And then, and so I went and I wrestled at a JC level at least. But I mean, and at practice, our coaches would push us. That's the whole deal as a coach, is you have to be able to push your athletes, right? Because you want them to, you know, I know I have a good idea of what my athletes can do, of what certain guys or what people can do, right? But that's what I think. And so the athlete has to know that. So it's my job as a coach to kind of hopefully try and bring that out of you, try and bring that better athlete, that better student, that better person out of you, right? And so that's why, as a coach, that's why I feel we need to do our best to kind of push you in that way, rather than not just trying to beat you down and trying to do something wrong. We try and make at least here, my philosophy is to make a better athlete and a better person in general. So, and that's more or less what I had here and at Rio Hondo Wrestling. I never had a coach that was like that. Like, I guess a real mean mentality, kind of just trying to break you down the whole time and make it not fun for me. But I mean, that was my experience. I've heard plenty of other experiences where it was just that, like, people don't want to wrestle because the coach don't like the coach. Well, but I guess I've been lucky. I feel like a lot of programs focus on winning. You know what I mean? And everything is about winning. And I think, of course, losing is not fun, and you want to win, but the result, you're not just trying to win. If you're trying to develop a real athlete and a good person and to kind of bring that kind of athlete out of someone, it has to be some kind of fun. You have to make it fun. Even though a lot of it's work, if you want to be good, especially in wrestling, when you're moving the whole time and you're running, and it's hard. But you have to try and make it fun, or try and make a good aspect out of it to really bring them out of it. Or else, people quit all the time. So, it's not all about winning. It's about creating better athletes, creating a better person.
No, I really wish that parents would come out and support not only their athletic activities, but also their academic successes. The kids have to have balance in their life, whether it's just sports or that's hard, or if it's just academics, that's hard. I think having a well-balanced lifestyle in everything you do is important. And sports teaches a lot. Teaches a lot of good work ethic. Teaches a lot of having to work with other people and deal with other people, good or bad. And you learn how to deal with successes and with failures. So I think that's really important. I think sports is a huge part of growing up. It makes people better all the way around.